Welcome back to J Tendencies. I'm Jreese,
I'm Jay Suave.
and I just want to say if you guys tuned in last episode, thank you, and if you're new, welcome in. We're J Tendencies, and as you guys know, today was the official release date of Spider-Man 2 on the PS5. So today our topics will consist of mostly video game talk and topics revolving around video games. So let's go ahead and start off with the most anticipated game over the past few weeks, past year, Spider-Man 2. Right, the first Spider-Man game on the PS4. Story revolved around Mr. Negative releasing a deadly violence, and Spider-Man has to stop him. Throughout the story, Mr. Negative gets arrested, and the secondary villain reveals himself to be Doctor Octopus. Other notable villains in that first game were Electro, Rhino, Vulture, Scorpion, and Taskmaster. Miles Morales also makes an appearance, and he gets his that's where he gets his abilities for the first time. In the second Spider-Man game, Spider-Man Miles Morales focuses on Miles Morales becoming Spider-Man as Peter Parker leaves to go handle some business somewhere else. And this is when he tries to stop a war. He protects the city of New York from a war between the Roxxon Corporation and the Underground. The Prowler is also a big part of that game, and he puts Miles on with the worst beat known to man, the worst beat that I've ever heard in my entire life.
It was terrible.
It was so bad. And now we're here, excited. I already got friends playing the game. I didn't have a chance to play it yet, but I'm excited to get into it. Spider-Man 2, right? It revolves around the symbiote saga, and Kraven the Hunter is going to be another main villain hunting Spider-Man, hunting the other villain in the story. They have other villains like Mr. Negative, Lizard, Mysterio, and the Sandman, and that's all that has been confirmed. And I haven't played the game yet. I'm not looking at any gameplay. I don't want any spoilers. Both Peter Parker and Miles Morales are integral parts of the story. And Jalen, I want to get your opinion. How are you feeling about this game? Or how excited are you?
I've been pretty excited for the last couple of years. I mean, it's one of those games where you can just kind of sit there and just keep playing it. Like I remember my first time playing the Miles Morales Spider-Man, and I was at my uncle's house. I haven't played it yet, and I'm just sitting there for like 2-3 hours, and I'm locked in on it. So honestly, even since then, I've just been excited for this game. I kind of didn't want to look at anything. I haven't seen anything like any spoilers. I haven't seen any characters. I know Jerry's just kind of touched on it, but I mean, I'm excited to get this game. I'm gonna probably get in the next couple of days, play it, and then we can definitely come back talk about it, see how it was. I mean, we'll definitely. I'm definitely excited for it, especially villains like Kraven, and how we have Mr. Negative, Lizard, stuff like that, and even the symbiote, bro. I'm excited.
Yeah, definitely. I've heard a lot of great things about this game. It's doing a lot of new things. It's doing has a expanded map. Double the size of the map of last time, which crazy how they doubled New York. You know what I'm saying? But they're getting all the little pieces of New York with Queens. They're going Long Island, Coney Island, doing all those things. So the map is going to be bigger. So I heard the graphics are a little off to start the game off, just because the map's so big. They're not focused on every little detail like they did the first time around. But it still should be exciting. There's new ways to travel around with the fast travel system that they implemented.
I'm gonna be swinging, brody.
But yeah, I'm not gonna be using that.
I'm gonna be swinging.
If you're using a fast travel system on a Spider-Man game, just return the game. One thing I wish I would have done was pre-order the game from GameStop. Could have got that 19 inches of Venom. Pause.
What?
You don't know about that 19 inches of Venom, bro?
I ain't trying to hear that.
Bro, if you know what what I'm talking about, it's not as weird as it sounds. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm definitely gonna be mainly using Peter Parker, because Peter Parker's my favorite Spider-Man. But what about you? Are you gonna be using more Peter Parker or more Miles Morales in this game?
Miles Morales, bro. I gotta go with my people, And I feel like after seeing Into the Spider-Verse, man, Across the Spider-Verse, just you gotta go Miles, bro. He just has that. He has that dog in him.
Like they said, stigma. Like they said he has the exaggerated black swagger of a black teen.
Yes, the exaggerated swagger of a black teen.
That was a crazy thing to say. I'm not gonna lie. That was wild.
But yeah, man. Miles Morales, bro. I feel like he's gonna be one of the better players to use. I'm gonna use both because I'm gonna play the game more than once. I'm definitely gonna use
both. But I think for the first time around, I'm definitely gonna focus more on the Peter Parker, just because Peter Parker, not only has he been around longer, I have more experience, with Peter Parker. You've seen him in various TV shows, movies, and stuff like that. And I always love Miles Morales. Right now, Miles Morales is the better character in the comic books, they're letting him age, which is something they won't let Peter Parker do, which is crazy. But Miles Morales, a great character, and I'm excited to use it. I don't know if you have any suits that you kind of hope are in the game, because I know you said you haven't looked at any suits yet. And I've already seen a lot of the suits that are already in the game that they haven't revealed. I don't know about any of the games they're going to reveal later on. But one suit that I didn't see that's in the game, but I really wish it was, or maybe it is, and I just didn't see it yet. The Spider-Man Unlimited suit from the 90s animated series, if you know what I'm talking about.
I do know what you're talking
with
about.
The cape, that suit's fly, bro.
I'm just not a fan of the cape on Spider-Man.
Word.
I feel like with the superheroes, bro, you have to have like, you can't look like Spider-Man and have a cape. Like if you're Superman, like you're a big guy, like if you're Thor, you can have a cape. It looks cool on you, but Spider-Man,
I don't know. Look,
I'm not rocking with it.
But that show though, the way they showed it, the way that it was animated, the animation style that they used with the darker colors and the darker red.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like as much blue in the suit. So you have that yellow cape to kind of offset the colors. I think it just looked perfect on that suit.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, you have anything else you want to touch on upon this game before we move on to the next topic?
I kind of want to talk about. I've only seen this once, but I'm seeing it right now. But the web grabber that they have, which is gonna take the enemies and pull them into each other.
Yeah.
I feel like that's really finna be tough, and I'm definitely finna be doing that in the game.
They're definitely bringing a lot of more stuff with how they implement their web slinging and the web shooters as as fighting abilities, as tools in your fighting, and more like weapons. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely, and I'm like an aggressive type player, so I'm gonna definitely be whooping everybody.
Now, I'm definitely a more stealth type of guy. I'm about to be making them zip lines and going across those real smooth like. But let's talk about a different game. All right, Mortal Kombat. You know what's crazy? The crazy thing is that you keep saying that how great you are at Mortal Kombat. I keep saying how I'm great at Mortal Kombat.
You're
and
not good.
Hey,
you're not good.
The crazy thing is though we haven't played yet.
You're not
We've
good.
never played. That's all I have to say. Because the people we have, like you played Matthias, right?
Yeah.
I play Matthias. I beat Matthias, every time because Matthias can't handle that smoke. But I just think it's crazy how we're both, big Mortal Kombat fans, and we still haven't played each other in Mortal Kombat, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, I've been playing Mortal Kombat since I was like 6, bro. I mean, me growing up as the youngest child in my family, my dad liked video games whenever he was young. And us growing up, we would get every Mortal Kombat that came out, and I would always get whooped by my father and my sister, no matter how much I played.
He had to teach you a lesson, bro.
He taught me a lesson, and that made me great. So I can't just sit here and have you tell me that you better than me. But I mean, I'm telling y'all right now, it's been crazy playing Mortal Kombat over these last few years. I didn't get the game last year, but I have intended to play Mortal Kombat in the past year. But every other MK, I'm on that.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely have the same experiences growing up. Instead of my dad wasn't a big video game type of guy, even though he got me those video games. I played the video games with my cousin, and I don't think he whooped me, actually. I think I was pretty good enough to keep my handle myself against him. But, growing up like as a 5-6-year-old, playing Mortal Kombat and watching those movies, definitely not something for kids, right?
Most definitely.
People's heads were getting ripped off, their hearts were getting pulled out their chest.
Fatality.
Like I remember in the movie, I watched them throw people down to the spike pit. I was like, bro, that had traumatized me. That haunted me. But I still played the game. I didn't even care.
I mean, like the game, it's like the movie, but it's really just 3 rounds, bro. Like I'm not watching everybody go around talking a mess and just for real killing everybody. But I mean, they just came out with MK1 in September 14th. I'm kind of excited about I think it's the Combat Pack with Peacemaker,
Omni-Man,
Airmag, Omni-Man,
Homelander, all those kind of guys.
I'm excited, and the graphics look really good on them too. Like the characters look good.
Yeah, speaking of Mortal, my bad. Let you go ahead. Let you finish.
I mean, I was just saying how I was excited about that as well.
Yeah, what I was gonna say is, since we were talking about Mortal Kombat 1, I just wanted to go over the backstory between how we got there from the previous game, since you didn't play the last game. Mortal Kombat 11, it dealt with the death of Shinnok in Mortal Kombat 10. So it was the Revenants with Liu Kang, Kung Lao, Katana, and Jade. They're going against the main set of heroes we know, where Raiden, Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Johnny Cage, and Sonya Blade. And then, due to time travel shenanigans, the characters from the past come to the present, and then it's these new past characters trying to work together so they could, with the future version of themselves, so they can stop the new villain Chronica, which I thought the time travel element to the story was a little weird, but I liked the way it worked because her goal at the end of the game, at the end of the whole game, she wants to make a new timeline. She wants to restart the timeline because that's what she's normally done. She's been resetting the timeline over and over again, but this time she wants to reset it without Raiden. Raiden's the god of lightning, right? Mm-hmm. So he's one of the main staples of the universe. She's trying to create this universe without Raiden. So it's really interesting what they do with that, because then at the end of the game, spoilers if you haven't played Mortal Kombat 11, but since Mortal Kombat 1's out, you should expect to know this by now. But Raiden uses his power to unify himself, the past version of Liu Kang, and the Revenant version of Liu Kang, and they all merge together to make Fire God Liu Kang.
Sheesh, I know that's tough.
Bro was a demon, bro. And then at the end of the game, Liu Kang defeats Chronica, and then he resets the timeline. So he's the new god instead of Raiden. Mortal Kombat 1 is the first installment in this new kind of timeline, this new reality that Liu Kang has created. So Mortal Kombat 1, I haven't looked at too much into it because I don't want the spoilers as well, just like in Spider-Man. But Liu Kang chooses Raiden as to be his just like how Liu Kang was the protector of Earthrealm, Raiden's champion. Raiden's Liu Kang's champion now, since the roles are kind of reversed. And everyone has slightly different backstories. Sub-Zero and Scorpion, they were normally rivals up until like the last couple games, where they're starting to work together and they form kind of a brotherhood. In this new game, they're actually blood-related brothers, which is, I'm interested to see how that works, because I really enjoyed Scorpion's backstory, and I think removing that to make him related to Sub-Zero is going to really change the dynamic of how I see Scorpion as a character.
Most definitely. I'm excited to see Scorpion. He's been definitely one of my favorite characters since growing up. I was more of a Liu Kang type of guy, especially whenever I used to play it on Wii.
Yeah.
Because he'd always have, his voice was insane on the Wii, and it was like, wow, going crazy, boy. Kicking everything, breaking people's ribs, stuff like that. But I mean, even about MK1, I've seen things that this game is going to be like a lot more fast-paced, more responsive than MK11. And I mean, I don't have anything to like judge it based off of because I didn't get MK11. However, I'm excited for it, and I definitely think I should go out and get it.
And one thing about MK1 is they're implementing a new cameo system, which is like, if you played Injustice, which I played a lot,
Bro,
Matthias.
that game was not good.
Bro, Injustice 2, that game was so fire. My Blue Beetle with the maxed out armor ups, bro, no one's stopping him. But Matthias knows about that. Matthias he get to work in every game, bro. Matthias, you're not him, bro. But this new game system's like, when you're doing these missions in Injustice, there's certain maps or certain levels where a character would come in and help you every now and then. So it's they're bringing that over into Mortal Kombat 1. So it's gonna be unique because I want to see how they're gonna implement it. Because I'm glad it's not like how they do it at Capcom versus Marvel, where they have the multiple characters and you switch between character and character and character, because I don't really like that. But this could be interesting going forward. So what do you think about that new cameo system?
I mean, nothing too crazy. I think it'll definitely be pretty good, especially for the game. Something that the players can kind of just look forward to.
All right, still staying on the topic of Mortal Kombat, you talked about earlier about Liu Kang, how that used to be your guy. Let's go ahead and talk about our favorite Mortal Kombat characters. And I want to let you go ahead and start. Let's go from 5 to 1. From who's your favorite? He's still your top 5, but the least favorite out of your top 5 to your most favorite Mortal Kombat character.
But I'm gonna go number 5. I was rocking with her, but then at the same time I use her a lot. But I didn't use all of the characters enough to even like have a top 5. But most definitely I used all of them before. But 5, I'm gonna definitely put Katana. She was a dog, and whenever I used her, I'd kind of use her if I wanted to just like practice on people, bro. Because you can't use Scorpion to practice on people. You can't use Liu Kang. You can't use Johnny Cage, stuff like that. But most definitely Katana. And then fourth, I'll probably put Kenshi up there. I loved Kenshi, bro. It was crazy.
Kenshi's a dog, man.
Him and the two swords, bro. You couldn't stop it. Then at 3, I like want to decide between Johnny Cage and Raiden.
Okay.
But I definitely like Raiden a bit more. And me playing one of the old Mortal Kombats and him trying to take over the world, and it's just like, bro, this guy is really him. But I feel like anytime I fought against him, I always got whooped.
Against Raiden?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Bro, people were OP with that, man. And then at 2, I'm gonna put Liu Kang. Just straight up nostalgia for that man. And just one of the best characters in the game overall. Then at 1, you know me, I'm gonna put Scorpion. Probably the first dude I've ever used in that game. Then playing against my dad, he probably used some bum and with me whenever I was young. But I mean, I was like 6, man.
Yeah, everybody. I feel like everybody's favorite at one point has to have been Scorpion. You know, Scorpion's just the face of the franchise. Even though Liu Kang is the main character, everybody loves him from Scorpion, right? Let me go ahead and get to my list. You know, I'm gonna give one honorable mention. Shout out to Raiden, like you said. You know, he's in your top 5, but I just feel like that was a really basic answer for me if I would have put Raiden, especially going into the last game, because last game, like, he was still good, but I feel like most of, like, what makes him a little OP is that power to teleport and, like, go back and forth. And that's really, you know, I wanted to make it my list a little different, but it's still pretty basic. So at number 5, I have Kung Lao.
That's a good pick.
Yeah, I really like Kung Lao, but I hope they treat him better in this MK1, because in every other Mortal Kombat, they're doing him wrong, bro. Even in the movies, bro's always dying, bro. Bro can't stay alive worth nothing, bro. Like, I just want to see Kung Lao succeed and thrive, but he never gets a chance because he's always getting his neck snapped, his back broke, or something. Pause.
Whoa.
Pause.
Bro.
My bad.
Bro.
Number 4, I have Jade, which, if you played Mortal Kombat 11, I played Mortal Kombat 10 a little bit, but I played a lot of Mortal Kombat 11, and I really liked her power sets in Mortal Kombat 11. Like, she has that power to, you know, kind of create weapons of her own and use those to fight against other people. So I really thought that was unique, and I really liked how that paired with her skill sets and her move list, you know, so you could get a unique kind of combination whenever you're fighting these other opponents. And number 3, that's why I have Scorpion. Scorpion, like I said earlier, you know, he has probably my most favorite backstory out of all the Mortal Kombat characters. You know, he's like from feudal Japan, and then he has his clan has a long, you know, rivalry with the Lin Kuei, which is Sub-Zero's clan. And then Sub-Zero comes in and kills everybody. Well, the first Sub-Zero comes in and kills everybody in his clan, and including his son. And then at that point, you know, Scorpion kind of dies and he goes like to hell, pretty much. And then he gets like powers to hell, comes back for vengeance, and then that's where he goes. That's why when, you know, he rips off his mask, he has that skull for a face, because, you know, he's coming from, you know, Mortal Kombat hell. And then, you know, he's just a dog. You know, he's always gonna be an animal in the ring. You know, but my number 2 is gonna be Sub-Zero, especially in the last game. You know, I probably like Scorpion better as like a character, but Sub-Zero as a fighter, I really love his moveset. You know, I love the ability he has with the ice. You know, I feel like it's super OP the way when he freezes somebody, and then he just beats my bad for my language, he beats the shit out of them, you know, while they're frozen. You know, I know a couple of my friends was mad at me whenever I did that, but I just really liked his abilities and skill set in the game. And number 1, you already know who I have to pick. You know, my guy, my Asian brethren.
That's crazy.
I have Liu Kang, right? Liu Kang, he's really the face of the franchise. He's the main character in every story. He's the champion of Earthrealm, right? So you already know what you're gonna get with him. He's a noble character. He wants to do everything that's right for the world and for his people and his friends. You know, and he has like one of the best moves in all of video game fighting, which is the bicycle kick. Like, you can't stop the bicycle. Like, I've seen people just beat people off the bicycle, just going back and back and back and forth, which is crazy.
You're not good if you do that.
Yeah, you're not good if you do that. But that bicycle kick is insane. Like, Matthias knows. I keep bringing up Matthias because Matthias knows he can't beat me, and he can say whatever.
Why are we dissing
Matthias? But he's not going to whoop me in Mortal Kombat. I just had to say that. But Liu Kang really for real is my favorite character in Mortal Kombat, and he's also based off of Bruce Lee, which you can see with his little stance. He does a little nose flick, which is cool. So Liu Kang is my number one.
Most definitely, bro. But I had to put Liu Kang at 2.
Hey, real quick before we move on to the next topic, do you have anything else you want to say about Mortal Kombat or anybody else that you played against? Because I have one thing I want to say. I want to shout out Omar, because I thought I was nice, right? I thought I was good. But then Omar, he was at one point he was streaming Mortal Kombat 11, and he was playing those ranked games. But I was like, I could stand my own against him.
Bro, ranked people are insane.
They're insane. I thought I was because I played casually, so I was like, I'm gonna be straight. Bro beat my ass so quick. Like I didn't think I landed like 2 hits in 2 rounds, bro. Like he played with this one dude. I forgot his name, but he's like a Native American guy with like that wolf on his head with 2 axes, and I'm over here like, nah, bro, I don't know, this dude suck, bro. I'm about to whoop you with my boy Liu Kang. You ain't ready for that, because I had to equip new move sets, so I had like new powers where I could teleport. Yeah. I could like use special fire abilities, bro. Whoop my ass so bad, bro. I didn't play Mortal Kombat for a week after that.
Dang, it was that bad,
bro. Like we played twice, because I was like, let me get my get back. I couldn't get my get back.
Bro said, let me spin back.
It didn't work out good for me, man.
But yeah, bro, I mean, all I gotta say, we gonna have to run it up, Jreese.
Bro, definitely. When we both get Mortal Kombat 1, bro, it's on site.
It's on site, baby.
All right, and we just talked about Mortal Kombat, which is, a very big, popular franchise. But I just wanted to talk about some of our favorite video games. You don't have to have a list for this, like a ranking. But I just want to know some of your favorite video games and why they're your favorite video games and, what they kind of mean to you.
Most definitely. I'm going to start off with one of my favorite Madden games of all time. I have Madden 08 because...
That's a good game right there.
Really good game. And when I tell y'all, I abused everybody with CJ2K in this game. And that's what made Chris Johnson my favorite running back of all time. I'd be using Randy Moss as the wide receiver he was on the Patriots that year, or was he on the Titans?
I think he was on the Patriots that year.
He was on the Patriots. I'd be using them boys and just killing people. And there would be no matter what, my dad would use the Jets, y'all. The New York Jets.
Did your dad beat you with the Jets?
I promise. It took me up until I started beating him in video games that year, or like a couple years after. But I mean, this guy would always use the Jets, but that was whenever Santonio Holmes was on the Jets.
Bro, I don't even care. You just sorry, bro. I don't think my dad ever beat me in a video game.
Bro, you just said your dad don't play video games.
Hey, he's the one that bought me it, so you know what I'm saying? That was really pretty much his game at that point, so he could have practiced, but he couldn't whip me.
That don't matter. But I mean, I'm talking about just all that time during Madden 08 was some of the best times I've had in a Madden game before. Then second of all, I have the Uncharted series. And Uncharted is just... The second one's my favorite, y'all. But honestly, that was probably my favorite game growing up as a kid. Especially on PlayStation 3. Just having everybody... Bro, Nathan Drake, one of the best plots and game characters, bro. It just... And then whenever the movie dropped, I was so excited for it. And how they mixed Uncharted 2 and Uncharted 4 in the same movie. They're dropping a sequel, I think, in a couple years?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if it got picked up yet, but I think they're talking about it.
I hope they do, because the first one wasn't amazing. I liked it because I could tell what's going on.
Because you're a fan of the franchise, so you know, so you're already used to these characters, so you know what's about to happen.
Yeah, but like at the same time, I'm not even gonna cap. It wasn't that good of a movie though.
I thought it was fun.
It was a fun movie. It just like wasn't
great.
Good, I guess,
yeah.
And then after that, I'm gonna talk about Infamous. They got the whole series on them too. The main character Cole with electric-based powers. He was the Miles Morales before he was Miles Morales. But definitely one of my favorite games. I don't even know like how I came upon that game. But definitely one of my favorite games of all time. And I also do want to touch on Overwatch because that took like a year and a half, 2 years, maybe even 3 years in high school just grinding that game. And some of my favorite characters, you got Hanzo, probably my favorite main of all time. And it would always be like I use Hanzo one of my boys used Genji, but every one of my boys were mains as Genjis, and I don't know how they were so good with him. I sucked with him. But Hanzo, I was a dog. You got Tracer. I thought Sombra was the better version of Tracer. Because with Sombra, I think I might have the most kills with that girl. And honestly, one of the best characters in the game. Then at fifth, you got to put a classic. You got to put GTA in there.
Oh,
GTA 5.
Man, GTA. Me and GTA have some beef.
Y'all do got beef, but I mean, I'm rich in that game.
I was rich. I'll say that I was rich at
What
one
happened?
point.
What happened to you, Jreese?
I don't know what happened. I don't want to talk about it today. It's supposed to be a good day about some good video games. That's a very bad story.
But yeah, man, I mean, just GTA being one of the best games of all time, I'm trying to figure out whenever they're dropping GTA 6, bro. That's about it. But
They keep saying soon, which is the next 10 years for them.
But yeah, that's definitely my top 5 games that I've ever played.
Yeah, that was a good list, man. I went 6. You know what I'm saying? Most of these aren't really. I wouldn't say top 5, but these are the ones I have like the highest memory of. You feel me? So the first one I want to talk about is NFL Street 2 on the PS2. I love that game so much. My cousin put me on whenever we were younger, and every time I sleep over at his house, we'd always stay up till like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, running around the nation, picking up people for this team, right? So I remember my team. I had made myself a running back, and if you see me, I'm a very small dude. I'll say that, but my running back, I'll say he was 6'5", 285 pounds.
Oh my goodness.
Pure muscle. It was like, he was crazy, bro. He was fast. He could catch. So it was like really Derrick Henry on roids. That's really what he was. So I had him, and I had Michael Vick at my quarterback because, Michael Vick is my favorite quarterback of all time. And then around the rest of the team was made up of people like, I forgot who it was like one of the best linemen in the league at the time. At my center, I had I think I had Anquan Bolden, I had Talib on the team.
Aqib
Talib. I think I had another running back. I think I had Eric Dickerson on the team too.
Mm-hmm.
So we were double backing, but he was. I moved him to receiver because he's not going over my 6'5", 285 running back. But and then me and my cousin would build these teams up. And then he was a quarterback on his team, and like the crazy thing is because my cousin, he's a big dude. My running back was bigger than his quarterback, so it was fun. We played against each other with our teams, and then Street 2, it was crazy because it's like an arcade style game. So if you haven't played Street 2, you do behind the back passes. It's tackle football, no pads. You're jumping off walls, doing backflips, doing super laterals. There's a game mode where it's all fumbles. It's like every time you get hit, the ball's fumbling, so you have to try to score without getting touched. But it was so fun, man. The second game I have right here is Ultimate Spider-Man on the PS2, which is my favorite Spider-Man game that I've ever played. Even though Spider-Man on the PS4 was so good, brought a little tear to my eye when Aunt May died. He had to decide, whether to save her or not. I just have such fond memories of the Ultimate Spider-Man, and it made me like. I still haven't read the comics because I haven't had the chance to, but it made me appreciate the comics because then I started looking into more video essays about that specific comic run, and I really appreciated that they went with the exact art style. A lot of these games want to be realistic now and go for realism. This game didn't go for realism. It was just straight a comic book into a game, and that's what I enjoyed most about it. The thing is, I never finished it though, because every time I got to the point where I'm fighting the Green Goblin, the game would crash and the memory card would wipe. Because, if you had the PS2, you always had that memory card that always got full. You had to empty it out every now and then. The memory card just crashed. The whole thing wiped every time I got to the certain level on Ultimate Spider-Man. So that made me real mad, but I love that game. Another one is Lego Marvel Superheroes. I don't know if you played that, but, I love that game. That's my favorite Lego game probably. I played that. I played the Lego Batman games. I didn't get a chance to play the Lego Star Wars and Lego Harry Potter, but I heard those were also really good. But that first Lego Marvel Superheroes game, the second one was kind of trash, I'm not going to lie. But that first one, bro, just being able to play as any of the characters in the Marvel universe, you could play Iron Man, Hulk, Spider-Man. You know, I had my own. You could make your own character. You know, it could be a speedster. It could be like Quicksilver and run across the city, which was super cool. They tried to emulate it a little bit, you know, in Lego Batman 3 with the Flash, but they had a little too much going on with it, all the different worlds. I just like how it was all just Manhattan, New York, because you know you've seen the memes and like you just paid off your car just for the Hulk to use it as a battering ram.
You just paid off a car and then Superman uses not even Superman, but Captain America uses it as a shield.
Like, feel bad for people in New York and Marvel because ain't nothing happening anywhere else. It's all in New York.
You gotta have the Avengers insurance,
bro. Even if you have Avengers insurance, you might not have the X-Men insurance, the Fantastic Four insurance. You know what I'm saying? But you know that's such a great game. Also, that's the only because Lego Marvel Superheroes 2, they didn't have all the characters. They were trying to avoid the X-Men. They were trying to avoid the Fantastic Four and all that. Which is when you have your most important Marvel characters missing. Because you're in a fight with Fox and over the rights for these characters. It's so lame. But with Lego Marvel Superheroes, you had the whole universe, right? You had the Avengers, you had the X-Men, you had Spider-Man, and you had the Fantastic Four. Mm-hmm. So being a big fan of the Marvel universe, just being able to use all these characters in the same game, in the same space, was so incredible. Number 4, you know how to put a NBA game on there, 2K17. I just love 2K. That was way before. I didn't play Park until 2K20 when I played with y'all.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't play Park until then because I have no one to play with. So I was just playing story mode, and that's probably my favorite story mode out of all the games. Me and Michael B. Jordan were going crazy, bro. I was a shooting guard going shot for shot, bro. That orange juice connection was unstoppable, bro. If you haven't played 2K17, you're lacking, bro. That game was so fire, and I think Michael B. Jordan's character is probably the best supporting character in a lot of the recent 2K storylines, because right now they want you to be a rapper, they want you to do everything except play basketball. Like 2K17 was just straight hoops, man.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you, Jreese.
Ooh, about what? About what? Wait, disagree about what? Disagree about what? Be specific. I want to know.
I'm gonna disagree about Michael B. Jordan being the best side character, bro. I'm telling you, the best side character comes from the best 2K we have, and it is Victor Van Leer from NBA 2K16.
I don't even think I played 2K16. I'm not gonna lie.
2K16 is the best 2K. I know it's usually debated between 16 and 17. And honestly, it's just what you prefer. But I've always preferred 16. That was probably one of my best players besides whenever I played 2K20. But definitely 2K16, you got Victor Van Leer in there. He wasn't the greatest friend. Neither was what's his name? I don't even know what the main character's name in there was.
Bro, there's always something. It was probably like Freak or
yes,
Prez.
Freak. Yeah. It was Freak. But Freak wasn't the greatest friend either, but they were just brothers, man. And the death really killed me of Vic, bro. When I tell you, whenever I found out that he died, I was so sick.
That's crazy too for a 2K game. You know what I'm saying? And then your boy's dying and everything. That is crazy.
I know, and that was one of the first times you actually felt something in 2K. You were like, dang, the last conversation they had, they were arguing, and now he's dead. And I played for Vic. I dropped 7,500 points a game for my boy, chugging up half courts, saying for Vic.
Wait. What was the difficulty on though?
Bro, Hall of Fame. Hall of Fame. They can't stop me.
Okay.
They can't stop me.
Okay. Number 4, I have Ben 10 Cosmic Destruction on the PS3. Jay, you know this, but if you don't know me, Ben 10 is my favorite character of all time. I loved his show growing up. I still love him to this day. I rewatch it every now and then, which is four shows deep of continuity. That's 12 seasons of probably more than 12 seasons of television that I just watch over and over again. But I love the characters, I love the world building, and this just brings another element to the world building of this character and of this franchise. And this is they didn't have my favorite aliens in the Alien Force saga, And then the Alien Force Saga and the Ultimate Alien Saga, that's all the same characters. But, I think it was the most entertaining out of all the games because definitely the first game, which was like against the Forever Knights or something, that was way more. I like that alien selection, that group better, like with Forearms, Diamond Head, Heat Blast, and all that. But this element of bringing, because you could also play as Kevin and Gwen in this one, so you also get that ability too. And then you get people like Ultimate Swamp Fire, Ultimate Humongousaur, Ultimate Spider Monkey, and then
Wow.
And then Chroma Stone, which is probably my favorite character out of all the Alien Force, selection of aliens. So just having that was such a great experience for me. I tried to see if I could buy it on the PlayStation Store. They don't have it no more, bro. I was upset. I had to buy one of the reboot games, and I'm not a very big fan of the reboot. It's not my kind of thing, but I like how they're aiming their audience towards the younger demographic, trying to put new people on Ben 10. And then the last game I want to bring up, which is gonna kind of lead into our next topic, is the early Fortnite days, bro. Like these newer Fortnite days, like it's cool, you know what I'm saying? It's fun.
Bringing the old map
From
back.
now they are bringing the old map back, but having that period where it was like everybody was playing it, nobody was super experienced. You have those people like Ninja and all those people that are like crazy, but people for like us that are just casual gamers, it was just something fun to do with your friends. And those party chats during those Fortnite days were always going crazy because it'd be you and nobody but you and your boys yelling at each other till 4:00 in the morning about why you lost that game.
And that was the times where you could kill your teammates too.
Oh yeah.
So if it was to the point where you stole my scar, you gon' die.
Also, this was way before they had the reboot van. So if you were dead, you were just there yelling, upset that you're dead, watching your homeboy sell the game away. But talking about Fortnite, I want to bring this into our final topic, which is what are our favorite video game moments, from any video game, while we're on Fortnite, can you tell me about your first Fortnite win if you remember it?
I definitely remember it was with one of the old guys that I used to talk to, but we were like in the 8th grade, and it was a duos game. We were kind of vibing the whole game. We got a couple kills here and there, you feel me? Nothing too crazy for a regular Fortnite game. But then we get to the end of the game. There is 7 people left, and we are near 5 of them. And me and this guy kill all 5, and we're like screaming at each other. We're like, bro, how is this happening? No way we're actually about to win it. And then there was 3 people left. It was me, him, and one more guy. And I end up getting shot at. I have no idea where he is. And I'm on top of a hill. But I really wasn't even paying attention to it. And when I tell you...
And this is before, when people were building all the time. So you were just, moving around like, what the hell happened?
Yes. So the circle's moving in. And I'm at the top of the hill. And the circle's, right behind me, the storm. And I go forward. Don't even peep that I'm on top of a hill. Fall all the way down. Fall all the way down. And I get knocked. And I tell you, my friend, he was like, Jay, man, what the heck, man? And I'm like, bro, this is not my fault, bro. Not my fault. 1-on-1, let's get this. You better win this for us. And, bro, you know that time in Fortnite where you haven't got your first win yet and your hands are sweating, bro? You gotta wipe your hands off. And you holy.
Your heart's beating out your chest.
Yes, bro. When I say this man started sliding down the hill, shooting at this man, and he didn't even. I thought he was gonna die, but right before he landed, he killed the guy. And I promise you, we just start screaming. Jaden, keep in mind, it's 2:30 in the morning, and my dad yelled at me after. He was like, "Shut up!" I was like, "My bad. I can't get over this. That was my first win. I mean, I feel like everybody's first win was always an experience. And whenever it comes to stuff like that, you'll always remember it. Because, I mean, it's not often you win a 100-man battle royale.
Yeah.
So I mean,
now you're at the point where it's like, okay, it happens now. It's so cool. It's not, but those first ones, those first early days was just so memorable, man.
Yeah, most definitely. But that was my first win. I'm not necessarily friends with the guy that I did it with no more, but I know he definitely remembers it.
Yeah. I remember my first win too, man. I'm still friends with this dude. You know, shout out Gabe Walls. You know, over there playing college ball. He's doing his thing out there. But it was one weekend because at this point I couldn't play games during the week, right? All I could do was like just watch TV. So that was one thing I had to look forward to on the weekend. This was before I had a job and all that. So the only thing I could do on the weekend was play games. So it was like late night. It was like probably like 2:00 in the morning, like just like you. And I forgot how it happened, but it was us and like a couple teams, and we were in I think it was called Frenzy Farms at that time. Was that what it was called? Or
I think so. Something like that.
Something like that. And then, you know, like every good Fortnite story from me, I had a rocket launcher.
Oh, brother.
I had a rocket launcher, bro. And then my boy Gabe, he had ran out, and I think he was shooting at somebody. And then I think it was down to us and another team, bro. And I ran out, but I wasn't running because I was so early in these days. So I just came out walking, not aiming, just like turning around slow as hell.
No.
And then he was like, bro, he's right there. I let off a rocket, the first rocket. I didn't even aim. It just went somewhere. I missed. Something exploded. But then the second one, I still didn't like L2 aim or nothing like that. But I saw him, and I was still spinning. And I shot the rocket, and then what's it called? And then all of a sudden, I didn't know if it hit. And I just saw the #1 victory royale. I was like, what happened? What happened? And we were yelling. I was like, because it wasn't his first win, but it was my first win.
Yeah.
So I was kind of going crazy. But the other game, bro, where it was I don't know if it was my first win with you, but it was the win with you and Matthias that I remember the most. And that was when both of you guys were dead.
Bro.
Both of you guys were dead. And it was a squads game, so it was me against like a team of 4. And I was hiding underneath some stairs with a rocket launcher.
No way that was 4 people we were against.
Bro, because this was back when there was squads, bro, and there was no trios.
I know, but they had to have died, bro. No way you fought 4 people.
I think, bro, I'm pretty sure it was 4, bro, because then look what happened.
I'll max it at 3.
Nah, I'm going to say 4. You know, it's better for the story. It's better for my imagination. But I was under the stairs right outside of Tilted Towers, bro. And then they had built over me, so they were coming down the hill, and you're all like getting excited and stuff. I was like, shh, shh, like we're just like they could hear me. I was just like, shh.
Exactly.
Like
They cannot hear.
Like I was trying to dial it. My hands were super sweaty, bro. I was wearing a short sleeve shirt, but I was sweating like crazy, bro. I was hot, bro. And then all of a sudden, the first dude comes down. First 2 people come down, and I get scared, bro. I accidentally press the shoot button on my rocket launcher, and I blow them up. And I'm like, and then the other dude could start coming down. And I'm over here, they're shooting at me. I'm reloading my rocket launcher, bro. They jumped down, hit the ground, a rocket launcher, boom. You know, victory royale. And I was over there going crazy. I was like, oh. And I wasn't even like happy that I won. That's not what I was saying in the chat. I was saying, y'all suck. It was all me. Like, me, but against the whole team, against the world. I don't need y'all.
That's crazy. We gonna get Jreese a shirt that says Jreese against the world. Jreese versus the world, yo.
Bro, that's how it is, bro.
But I mean, bro, that game, me and Matthias definitely died off BS, bro.
Probably.
It was not fair. But even speaking on Fortnite, one of the best moments I've even had again towards there, and it wasn't even like a moment in itself. It was just a time in Fortnite where everybody was trying to rocket ride.
Oh, yeah.
Rocket riding was so fun in that game.
The rocket rides in the sky bases were
yes,
like
bro.
peak Fortnite.
Rocket riding off of a sky base, bro. And you're just on the rocket shooting down at everybody. It's not like people can shoot the rocket. So, I mean, if you're high, you might die after.
I think we tried that, bro. I think we tried to do rocket ride off the sky base, and it didn't
work. We blew up the sky base.
We blew up the sky base, and we both died.
We did blow up the sky base, y'all, and that was a fun but rough moment for Fortnite.
Nah, you want to know what was a great moment in time during COVID when we were just playing 2K. It was you, me, Matthias. You had your rebounding wing.
Oh,
I had
my
my 3-point playmaker. Matthias would come in with his 5'8" offensive threat.
That might be the worst 2K player I've ever seen. Like not Matthias, but the worst 2K 5'8" threat.
The worst build I've ever seen in my life. like bro's main thing was a shoot, and bro would miss so much. And then the thing is, we go on these wins And then, like, we go on a win streak, and, like, we be in the park winning and winning. Because this was before we made a Pro-Am team. I think we might have had a Pro-Am team, but this was definitely when Park was definitely better than the Pro-Am.
Yeah.
And then we play that over and over again. And then, like, you and me would play real good, and then Matthias would be over there. It's like, pick y'all weight up. Pick y'all weight up, motherfucker. And then Matthias goes 1 of 12. Like, what? Like,
bro, I used to have 10 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists a game, boy.
And you keep bringing up stats in the group chat about
bro,
something.
you went 1 for 10.
Bro, that never happened.
I have proof.
Bro, I don't recall that. I think it was more of like a 1 to 5.
That was 1 for 10. And I went 8 for 10. We shot 22 shots.
Hey, all I know is that we won the game, so it's okay.
Because of me.
Because of me, bro. My one shot was probably the game difference, bro.
Oh, my goodness. Yo, I just want to say this. Jreese suck at 2K.
Bro,
he can't beat me.
Hey, that comes with my next moment, bro. You couldn't say that when it was the PG experience, bro.
You still sucked,
bro.
PG.
What?
You still sucked.
There was a point from 2K21 to 2K22 on Next Gen where Paul George was the best player in 2K, and no matter what, bro was dropping 50. He's dropping at least 40 points a game against everybody I played. And
with an L.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Against me with an L.
He's tripping, because I definitely beat him with the Paul George.
Yeah, maybe like once or twice.
Nah, the only way you would probably beat me with Paul George is if you had Kobe Bryant, because I don't know why.
Crazy.
But this dude, like, the thing is, Jalen would dunk with Kobe, but that's not what he would do. Jalen would just go, put me in the post, and then shoot a fade, and it'd go in and made me so mad.
Thank God.
Like, Paul George would drop 60 points those games, and then we'd still lose because Kobe and Shaq are, like, shitting on me, bro.
Or, you know, I'd have to come in rock you with the Suns, boy.
Oh, my goodness.
Get D-Book in there.
I hate Dylan.
I know y'all boys remember the Jay Crowder 2K20 days, boy. He did not miss.
Nah, but that Paul George experience was something else for me, bro. I tried to bring it back last 2K. It wasn't the same, bro. They nerfed him so hard, bro. I couldn't dunk. Bro wasn't dropping 30 points. Like, I couldn't even drop 30 points with Paul George. This is crazy. But that's when Kawhi took over, and Kawhi was just the craziest spot-up shooter. I don't know why. Whenever I played y'all, Kawhi just be open. Y'all just leave Kawhi open, and he just shoot a wide-open 3, and he green it every time.
I don't know why they leave him open, though, but at the same time, you brought up Kobe, and that man, such a dog no matter what 2K it is. I mean, there was a time, me and my friend are playing. I'm sizing him up with Kobe. There's like 7 seconds left on the board. I'm just sizing him up, about to get a shot. I fade, and this is all-time Lakers versus all-time Celtics. I fade over Bird and, like, Kevin McHale probably. And I green it for game. And this guy was so mad that he literally turned off the PlayStation, left the party, ain't hit me up for, like, a week. I was like, I didn't know it was that serious. And then we played again the next week, and it's almost halftime. And we did all-time Lakers versus all-time Bulls. And I'm just sizing MJ up with Kobe. I get around him, and I dunk on Joakim Noah. And he's on the ground. And he stays on the ground. And next thing you know, the game is just frozen. And then he quit the game again. But Kobe's just such a dog in every 2K, bro. They made him, like, way, way OP, but most definitely a dog. Rest his soul, though.
Like, while we're talking about dunking on people,
okay.
I want to bring up this last 2K23, because we played we would play we played threes in the park, or it'd be in Pro-Am, and me and Matthias could get dunked on, but you know it wouldn't be as bad. But then when Jalen gets dunked on, Jalen's always on the ground afterwards. He's always on the ground, and there was the first time it happened. We were in a game. And then Jalen got dunked on, and bro was face down, butt up.
Okay, bro.
And then, like, he just stayed there. Like, it was like for a good 5 to 10 seconds. And me and Matthias are just there laughing and dying. And then afterwards, Matthias has sent a picture of it to the group chat. So now we have this picture of Jalen's 2K character getting dunked on with Jalen's face over it.
Bro, y'all forget that I got my lick back that same game.
It doesn't matter, bro.
It does matter.
It wasn't as bad.
Bro, I can't make a big man fall. My dude was 6'5".
It doesn't matter, bro. All right, the last kind of game moments I want to talk about before we head out. I want to bring it over to Madden now, right? The last thing I want to talk about is, you already know the moment I'm going to bring up, so I'm going to save it for later. I'm going to save it for last. But the first moment I want to bring up, is the Madden 20, Mr. Trubisky, quarterback draws, bro.
That man literally runs a 4.2.
That dude was the fastest player I've ever played with. I played with Lamar. I played with, Jalen Hurts. But they don't take off. I don't know what it was. Every time I got in the empty set with the Bears, Mitchell Trubisky, I just run a quarterback draw, and he would be gone for 70 yards, like, every time.
And since we're on the topic of the Bears,
man,
I'm going to take it back 5 years. I'm going to take it back to Madden 18, where we had Jordan Howard, we had Tariq Cohen. It was Mitch's rookie year. And when I tell y'all, whenever that offensive line was tough back in 18, I would be using them boys all game, running through the mouth of the defense. And both of them would have like 150 plus.
Yeah, Jalen did not pass the ball at all.
Never passed it.
Like, Mitchell Trubisky would throw 2 passes, and one of them would be an interception, and Jalen would be like, that's enough. And then score 6 touchdowns just running the ball.
Exactly. And even since we're on the topic of football, I do want to – I forgot about this game, but I want to give it a shout-out. NCAA 14.
Woo!
Bro, I'm just waiting for this new one. And just one of my favorite games all time, bro. I can't believe I forgot to put it in my list. But I missed the mascot. I missed the mascot mode where juking his backflips. And I missed like the little I forget what it's called, but it's that Nike mode where you're doing all those drills on like the black and neon field, bro. That was so tough.
Yeah, I definitely miss those days, those Road to Glory Dynasty days.
Yes.
I made a player that I had that game back when I was, back at like right when I was starting high school, and then because my cousin had it on the PS3. So I would just be in there. I made myself, literally. I made like a short running back that was also a corner. I was playing both ways, just like I did in real life at the time. So, man, that was such a fun game. But, the last moment that I want to talk about before we head out, you already know what it is, Jalen. The God's plan moment.
Oh, man. Y'all, this is a story. Tap in. Peep game and lock in.
If you can't kind of, picture what happened in the moment, what song was playing in the moment, I just want Jalen to explain it. Jalen explains the story way better than I do.
Okay, y'all. So we were in this one game. It was what, Madden 20?
I think it was Madden 20.
Because we were playing with Nick.
Yeah, it was 20 or 21, one of the two.
Yeah, so we're playing Madden 20. We're running MUT squads. And I'm head coach at the time. We have Jaden on offense and our other friend Nick on defense. And we were down 24-7 at the half. And we end up, in the second half, we end up scoring 21 unanswered points. It was 28-24. And we were hyped, man. In our last drive that we scored, there was about 33 seconds left on the clock. And it was 4th down on the 4-yard line. And it was 4th and goal. And we end up running an out route. We score. And we are livid. Like, the way we played in the first half, y'all, you wouldn't have even think we had a chance.
Like, this is some Hall of Fame coaching that you've ever seen. Like, better than the NFL coaches.
Hall of Fame coaching, and you'd literally just be surprised, bro. And we go out there, and after we score, we're like, bro, it's God's plan. And then Jaden hops on his phone. He's like, Siri, play God's plan. And we're all just sitting there singing the song, and we kick the ball off. We kick it inbounds, so they're probably at like their 13. There is like 20 seconds left in this game, y'all. And when I tell y'all, first play, we're like, okay, we got this in the bag. They need to go 87 yards. We got this. First play, they have Lamar Jackson at QB. And we're running cover 3, I'm guessing. And this man, with 20 seconds left, runs a read option and takes it 87 yards while God's plan is playing.
And when I tell you, the whole chat did not say a single word for like a cool 30 seconds. And then I'm just like, Siri, turn that shit off. Like, I was sick to my stomach, bro. Like, there was nothing we could have said or done that could have, described how we were feeling at the time.
And it was just crazy because, like, how do you take it 87 yards and we're in nothing but coverage? But it was just crazy because that was a game, man, and that really, like, showed us we aren't built for this. But we definitely bounced back. I mean, my squads is one of the favorite things we still do to this day, so.
I'm excited to get, Madden 24. I still haven't got it yet, but when I get it, I'm already going to be building that offense up. Trying to get Jalen Hurts or Mike Vick back at the quarterback position. Because you already know my offense is strictly read up and RPOs.
Oh, my goodness.
I run that slow offense, but it'll be going down the field, so that's all that matters.
My offense is going to be better this year, yo.
Hey, we'll see. Hey, we'll hit you up during the summertime after we've had Madden for a while, and we'll let y'all know how our mud seasons have been going.
Yes, sir.
But that's gonna do it for this episode. We just want to thank you guys. On Monday or Tuesday when you see us back again, we're talking about NFL weekly recaps and various topics like that. Do you have anything else to say, Jay?
I'm all good. If y'all tapped in for this long, thank y'all for tuning in today. Hopefully we'll see y'all next week. And thank y'all for watching.
Thank you guys.
Listening.